Hello everyone and welcome back to our continuing coverage of the IEM Katowice 2019 Major. We left off last time at the end of the best of 1 matches, so we're picking up here at the start of the best of 3s. The first best of 3 was between ENCE and Big, which started on Big's pick of Dust 2. Big caught ENCE sleeping during the first map and took 2 8-round streaks separated by only 5 rounds from ENCE in the middle. The map ended 16-5, with Xantares the only member of Big who died more than 11 times. Map 2 was ENCE's pick of Train, and things didn't look good for ENCE at the start. Big took the first 7 rounds, but ENCE was able to grab 7 of their own afterward to bring the half to a close at 7-8. Big had a strong start on their T side though, a rarity for Train in the Major thus far, and brought the scoreline to 14-10. ENCE had to win out to avoid overtime, and win out they did, picking up 6 rounds in a row to narrowly squeak out a victory and bring things to the third map, Overpass. ENCE was the team to get off to a strong start this time, winning the first 6 rounds in a row and turning that advantage into an 11-4 half. Big won 6 of the first 8 rounds after halftime, but ENCE turned 1 round into 3, winning the map 16-10, the match 2-1, and eliminating Big from the tournament with a 0-3 record. Next, Astralis faced Renegades, starting on the Renegades pick of Mirage. Renegades took the first 2 rounds, but Astralis kept them from getting much of anything more in the first half. In round 7, Renegades tried to take a full eco into B, but Xipix shut them down with 4 kills that didn't quite turn into an ace.
It's the perfect read, the perfect nade. Ow. And this is going to be very difficult for Renegades.
Yep, Xipix here, gonna go ahead and try to reinforce what is Astralis, finding 1. Can he find a second? He does indeed, looks for a 3rd, but they're a little timid to come out of smoke, and he grabs a 3rd, a 4th. Can he grab the ace? Just finish him off, do it, you know you want these Xipix. Can't find the spam through the smoke, it's gonna be Gratisfaction. Dupree stealing it.
The half ended 12-3 for Astralis, but the Renegades surprised everyone after halftime by not just putting up a good fight, but taking a 12-3 half of their own and bringing the map to overtime. They continued their comeback in overtime and actually won the map 19-17. The next map was Nuke, Astralis' pick, and the Renegades continued to impress with a 9-6 lead at the half on their CT side. The second half started with a different tone to it though, as Device quickly took down 4 of the Renegades as they tried to push.
The real question will be, is 9 rounds enough for the Renegades here? They already tried to contest ramp early on, and the headshots, Device cannot lay his head too low on that note.
He's gonna have a much better time after that pistol.
Astralis took back their lead and then some, completely shutting Renegades out of the second half with 10 rounds in a row to end the map 16-9. That brought the match to Inferno, and the Renegades didn't have anything left mentally. They only won 2 rounds across the entire map, and Astralis turned a match that could have been an upset into yet another show of force from the top-ranked team in the world. Next was one of the premier matches of the stage, Liquid vs Na'Vi. The match started on Na'Vi's pick of Mirage, where Liquid got out to a 9-6 lead at the half. Na'Vi brought it back in the second half and got more, taking the round count to 12-14 off the back of a 1v2 clutch from Zeus.
From holes. It works, and now Zeus, the in-game leader, left with a 1-on-2. Molotov will land to flush them out of position. Both gonna swing, both gonna take the fight. Zeus gets 1, Nitro's left low. Move back towards Tetris now. Zeus knows the jig is up. Is it A-Ramp? Is it Tetris? Looking between the two. Zeus, the in-game leader! He's gonna get it done, a massive clutch!
Liquid denied Na'Vi a 15th round, though, winning the final 4 rounds of the map to snatch overtime away from Na'Vi and take the map 16-14. The next map was Liquid's pick of Dust 2, where Liquid held a small 8-7 CT lead at the half on the most T-sided map of the Major. Na'Vi couldn't keep up on their own CT side after halftime, and Liquid took the map 16-9, ending the match 2-0 for the American team. The following match was NRG vs Complexity, starting on NRG's slightly surprising pick of Nuke. The teams traded 8-7 halves, bringing the map to overtime. Neither team could get a lead during the first overtime, so it went to a second overtime where, in round 41, Complexity only needed 1 more round to close out the match. It didn't look like they were going to get it, as NRG forced Stanislaw into a 1v3, but he actually managed to win it and steal the map out from under NRG's noses.
Stan's gonna follow it up, same angle. Cirque might not be ready for this. He's not. AK. He's got 2! Stan! He's 44 kills, and the bomb planted. He wants to get away. Breezy knows exactly where he's going, but standing on the railing, the off angle, he's gonna win it for Complexity, and look how stoic he is!
Map 2 was Complexity's pick of Cash, where the teams again traded 8-7 halves and went into another overtime round. Complexity was ready to perform under pressure though, and took the first overtime period 4-1 thanks to an extremely clutch 1v3 push by Shazam. Complexity took the map 19-16 in the series in a surprising 2-0, eliminating NRG in the process.
Angle for Shazam to take advantage of. This is Dap's dead, no question. Knows Ethan's on the site. He looks back. He's read it so well. Fugly's gone to the op as well. He can't find the shot. Shazam. He likewise can't get the headshot in return, but he will get the bomb down.
He molotoved himself out of heaven.
I think he panicked.
He
expected both of his teammates to stay alive. He switched to the op to hit a wondrous shot, and Shazam beat him to the punch, but Fugly, shoulder peeks.
Oh my God.
Gives himself up. Shazam can pull this all back.
Oh,
he's done it. He's done it for Complexity. It's 2-0, both in overtime, and NRG are going home. Complexity survived to tomorrow.
Winning the map 19-16 in the series in a surprising 2-0, eliminating NRG in the process. That brought the tournament into day 3, which started with Vitality versus Renegades on Vitality's pick of Dust 2. Renegades got off to a stellar start on their T side, winning 10 of the first 11 rounds, only getting stopped in the 12th by a much-needed 3K from RPK.
Apex, same position, so that seems to be the one place where they get a little bit zealous walking through, but that's a stellar Molotov. Forcing Zywo, Alex was already caught in the open, they follow it up, and Azza with range on Apex, he goes down, but it's RPK on the site, turning and closing, he'll get 3 to drop the bomb, finally something for Vitality.
The very next round went remarkably similarly, and RPK earned himself a second 3K in a row from the same spot on A.
Gets countered though. He wanted to try and get a peek off it. Perhaps RPK could have used that to his advantage. He'll take the smoke advantage instead. Above them. Ooh, Grad, he's so low. He gets caught out, but RPK, he stands tall yet again. Another 3 kills from the same position, and it's 2 in a row for Vitality.
While those rounds were impressive, the Renegades had a solid handle on things otherwise and took the half 11-4. Vitality's only chance at winning the map was to make excellent use of their own T side, but the Renegades were ready and waiting to shut them down, ending the map 16-5. Cash was next, which was the Renegades pick. Vitality came out of the gates strong though and won the first 7 rounds in a row on CT. The Renegades actually got the lead at halftime though by taking 8 rounds of their own in response. Vitality started the second half strong too, and the Renegades weren't prepared to answer a second time, and an even game at the half turned into a 16-11 victory for Vitality. That brought things to the deciding map of Inferno, which, like last map, was even at the half. Renegades had the 1-round advantage and quickly turned it into a 7-round advantage after halftime with 6 bomb victories in a row. Vitality started to bring themselves back into it though, and in round 23, Alex found 3 on A to keep his team from being reset.
Back the other way once more.
Zywo, you see him communicating there. He feels like it's a fake, and indeed it is. As I rotate back towards A, pressure applied towards Alex once again. He's had some good moments here, unable to close out the rounds though. A couple of kills make it 3. This is what we needed to see from him. 8 seconds remain. The bomb will be planted. Can they rush and deny it? They might be able to. It's going to go not down. Okay, it's all down to Alex there. Finally, one of his big performances.
Vitality got themselves to 12 rounds, but they couldn't get themselves any further than that, and Renegades took the map 16-12. That also won them the series 2-1, advancing them into the next stage and sending Vitality into an elimination match. The next match was Na'Vi vs Avangar, starting on Avangar's pick of Dust 2. Dust 2 had been T-sided throughout the tournament so far, but Na'Vi wasn't impressed with Avangar's play and took an 11-4 half on CT, which they quickly converted into a 16-6 map win. Flamey had an outstanding performance on Dust 2, with the best numbers in every meaningful statistic across the board and a rating 2.0 of 1.89. Next up was Na'Vi's pick of Train, and they continued their trend from the first map of winning unfavored halves. The first half was closer this time, with Na'Vi only achieving an 8-7 lead on their T-side at the half, but Avangar wasn't prepared to replicate Na'Vi's performance on their own T-side, losing the map 16-11 and the match 2-0. Na'Vi advanced with that victory, and Avangar was sent to an elimination match. The last match of Day 3 was between MiBR and NIP, starting on NIP's pick of Train. MiBR started on CT, and despite a loss in the pistol rounds, decided to force buy in round 2, where coldzera picked up 3 of NIP's players with the Desert Eagle.
Now A main is going to push in. They've got so much ground already covered. Here comes coldzera with the Desert Eagle. He's picked up 2, make it 3, and he's still somehow alive. This is another player, another body they're going to have to deal with, and in doing so, it draws out Taco and Fur into the open. 30 seconds to stall this bomb plant. Both Forest and Lekro are low. Make it dead for Forest, and now Lekro's going to somehow try and pull off this 1v2 clutch. Long-range UMP is not going to help him out. He does have the bomb just to his right-hand side, but Fur's going to claim the frag, and coldzera, you can see how pumped up he is.
That put MiBR in a good economical position for the rest of the half, which they won 10-5 without much issue. In the second half's pistol round, Fur picked up an ace on A while Fallen planted.
Just because they were so labored when he was having the tough time. Force is going to have a chance to get involved. He's been great, quiet first half, and he's going to get pinched from T-mid. No one's watching that. He's down without a fight. And that's the thing. If you lose track of that one lane, things can go sideways real quick.
Fur's on an ace. He's picked up 4 kills already. He's looking to try and finish off with a Glock. Is he going to get it done? Yes, he will. Fur with an pistol ace. Right off the back in the second pistol round, and that's a round that Ninjas desperately needed.
That put NIP on the back foot for the rest of the game, and MiBR closed it out 16-6. Map 2 was MiBR's pick of Inferno, which the Ninjas kept much closer. MiBR still took a 9-6 lead at halftime, but the second half went much closer. NIP got to 14 rounds while MiBR was on 12, but they sadly couldn't pick up a 15th, and MiBR took the map 16-14. That match also allowed MiBR to advance, placing NIP in an upcoming elimination match. That's the end of day 3, so we'll be placing another break here. Same as last time, the next part should already be out, so help us out and click through, and we'll see you in the next video. We'll see you.